Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what is? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewe nisu adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ya mekanchiro. Dabi ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. And for any reservation, Anasen Chirichiremubia. And your fresh home true 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye Kikim.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. 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 Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, we are back on the screens again, and when we take our seats like this, then obviously you know what we are here for. We are here to talk show business and nothing else. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm here with my people this Tuesday evening, and we are about to do it our own ways, giving you all the top stories in our showbiz industry here in Ghana and beyond it. I do this with some great minds in our industry, and in the studio the nation's blogger Kobe Josvan is seated, anointed electricals engineer as well. He's a blogger, journalist, and he's an observer and a watcher of the industry. He is in the middle. And Intimdo Solomon at the extreme left is also our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And for all your digital solutions, streaming, monetization, and more, you can also contact his Intimdo Digital Solutions to take care of you. Behind the scenes, digital Rasta is called Currency, who is handling our camera, and Richie Flex is the editor and director of the show. Hope you know my name already, Bomidi Mami, a friend is Sammy Flex. You are welcome. I want you to be part of the discussion with your commentaries. I wanted to also drop your opinion on the things we are talking about. Share the link with others. Tell them Sammy Flex and his people, they have the best online platform when it comes to showbiz analysis and discussion. Meanwhile, you also have to tell someone about us and subscribe to us as well. Taptap Send is an app on your phone. If you want to send money from abroad to Ghana, all I have to do is to download this app. If you download this app, trust me, you are good to go. So do it today. Use your bank details, and after that, the promo code SammyFlex will surely give you some additional money into your wallet. And this is what I want you to enjoy even as you start using Taptap Send. Now let's go straight into the stories because I have a whole lot of them for us to talk about. There is a conversation that I have followed this morning, afternoon, evening, and when I followed the conversation, I said, well, it could be, because looks like in our industry there are some people who have value and others don't have, and it is about these people who do cultural troupes, dance ensembles, and those people. As it stands now, as an industry, what kind of value have we placed on them? When we are traveling abroad, sometimes these people join some of these travel parties to go to events. Here in Ghana, when we are doing any big event, when the big people are coming in, you see them playing their traditional drums and dancing, welcoming them beautifully. How well are these people valued? How well are they placed in our scheme of things here in Ghana? Now, there is a conversation between one of the executives at the National Commission on Culture, and as it stands now, this conversation has caught my attention, and I want us to have a conversation about it as well. Richie, put it online, and let's see what is there. So it says, why the disrespect for hiring cultural troupes in Ghana? Why the disrespect for hiring cultural troupes in Ghana? Let me follow the conversation with you. It says, Dr. Richardson Comifew writes his encounter with a client who wanted to hire Cape Coast Cultural Center Dance Ensemble in 2017. And it says, you think engaging a professional dance group is that cheap? Client, this is the client talking. Please, I hear you can help me get a good cultural troupe to perform at the handing over ceremony for our association. And Dr. Comifew comes in to talk. He says, yes, I can. You pay 2,000 Ghana cedis and provide transport and refreshment, or 2,500 Ghana cedis and we take care of our transport and our refreshment. Client comes in and he says, oh, how? 2,000 for just a 10 to 15 minutes performance? How, boss? I thought you would charge something within 200 cedis or 300 Ghana cedis. And the gentleman who is observing here says, I'm sorry, just go and ask Oswald, the poet, how much he charges for whispering a poetic line at an event. I think you need some kind of education about how cultural troupes work. But let's save that for another day because we both don't have time. You can look elsewhere. Maybe you can even find a group cheaper than your 200 Ghana cedis. Enjoy your day. Then the client comes in finally to say that, okay, but I'll communicate with the leadership of the association and get back to you. This is one of our language in our industry. I'll get back to you. Now, let's continue and wrap up. It says, the misconceptions surrounding the activities of professional dance troupes are disheartening. Many think their services should be the cheapest on their event list. Look, it is about time people make decent living for being dancers, musicians, instrumentalists of a cultural troupe in Ghana. For example, why can't a person make some appreciable income from joining a brass band group? Commercializing arts and culture is a powerful means towards socio-economic development. A united front could help in achieving this. I shall be having in-depth analysis here soon. And this was shared on Facebook. And let me say thanks to Dr. Richardson Comifew. He's actually an executive member of the National Commission on Culture, that is NCC. And as it stands now, I'm asking my people, looking at this conversation, what do they think is wrong with our mindset on some of these people? The other day, we saw on social media funeral cries and their churches. Where if you have family, if you have some family people who have lived abroad, how they charge is different. If you want them to charge and roll on the floor, how they charge is different. If you want them to cry and do other things, it is different. Even cries are charging more. How about dancers? And who ends up like a troupe? So it means there are drummers and there are the dancers. A troupe minimum would be like 6, minimum. Average like 10, maximum like 15 or so. And listening to this or following this conversation, what do we think about them? Come in.
Boss.
Let me start with you.
Yeah. First of all, a wonderful greetings to our wonderful people out there. Say thanks for their support so far.
Good.
First of all, I'm very disappointed, and I think I won't blame even the person trying to get the offer, but I'll blame those people behind the scenes that sometimes they need to work some of these things well and out, but because of personal and selfish interest, they do it otherwise. I know maybe the man would have thought of even going to the right channel to make things happen, but Obet Simple Nebia will be behind the scene. No, I can so go with this 200 cedis offer and come up with a sweet messages of information to them, and they will accept. And this thing has been some of our problems in our industry. The same people that we call the gatekeepers, instead of them for them to even steer the things right, they are rather more or less causing or creating the problems.
Okay.
Why am I saying this? Maybe he thought coming up with even that huge amount, or maybe the 2,000 Ghana cedis wouldn't be a problem. But maybe one way or the other, he has had an interaction with a person that he thinks, oh, he finds himself in that particular space.
Okay.
Oh, bro, this is what I want to do. What do you think about it? Instead of the person to go straight and tell the person, so, oh, this is what the people do for a living. So if you have to treat them or maybe handle them with that kind of respect,
yeah,
and a good treatment. But I can say, oh, now we're I'm serious. Pekakra bi mam na mfandidi.
Pekakra.
Bibiasa. So I think I love how Mr. Comey handled the whole issue.
Okay.
I love how he addressed the whole issue, and at some point on my man it says no, they are not just people just dancing for dancing sake, but they mean business. And these things are some of the things that they do for a living.
True.
So we should always appreciate everybody's hard work and effort in this industry. I believe if we are ought to more or less attribute or more or less pay respect or give whatever that everybody deserve in this industry, we all have what? A better living. Enko jina baby obi nka chance na wo sa asampo no dia na wo ye fa wo so utua ne ka yie anka ono so betumi ya den ashatare papa ni bi.
True.
So if we want them to live that better life, that kind of good life that more or less will attract that kind of respect to their brands, we should also treat them with that kind of respect. And ye bibia na wa say obi ya ade a unim say ade na nipa ne ye doesn't deserve it, but you think let me give this thing out and more or less put some smile on the person's face. And this thing too should be an information or let me say, should I say a warning or maybe a caution to
yeah, you can say a caution.
Yeah, a caution to those people in charge of some of these gigs and opportunities. When these offers come, you guys should treat the people at hand very well.
Good.
Maybe today would have been a different person, but another moment it will be at your end. And the same way you are treating someone, the same way someone will also refer you. So let's treat ourselves with respect and with care. And trust me, we all have a better industry. It all boils up to this ecosystem that we talk about.
Yeah.
We want to build a good industry, a well-structured industry, a good ecosystem. But you always think about your selfishness.
Where everybody will feed on the other.
Yes.
Small.
But you always think about your selfish interest. Who did you want me and now we have? But the next day the same person will be like, let's support this, let's support this. I feel I'm acting here maybe as I said, and you're behind here supporting and you're behind here supporting because so who follow line and ye pa brass I mean who won't say the same people crying for the support. They do the me or them obuamponi ebe you ama. Yeah, consider umpo. So we always cry for support, but we don't want to support anybody. I think we are all hypocrites.
I see. Chamo.
Yeah.
The nation's blogger is getting upset.
Yeah. I'm welcoming him to the realities of this game. So welcome, the Nations blogger. Welcome. Okay, first of all, I disagree with the approach that the man was using.
Which one?
Even saying that the dance troupe they pay them less, it's not true. So I will first of all say that.
Comey.
Yes,
Comey.
yeah,
Okay,
Mr. Comey's his write up is I don't want to say false alarm, but that's the word coming to my head. So let me say he's just basing it on his experience, and it's not good enough because he didn't write it as such. He tried to use his experience or anecdote, as people will call it, to generalize it as if that's what is happening in the space, and it's wrong. And these are some of the mistakes that after reading intellectuals and the society I got. It's not true that they pay them less, but his experience could be true.
Okay.
I'm not discounting his experience. There are some people who think that there's no need to pay huge sums of money to dancers or troops to do any event. That one is true. But that's not what is happening in the space.
Okay.
I mean, anybody at all can watch Mami Ode's interview with Delay. Yeah. The lady said she's been in the game for decades. And she's getting well paid. In fact, she said that the job is like, it's a well paid job, so he won't leave it for anything. He won't look back, including the crying part that you were given. She said that they do that based on the number of people and the days that they will cry. Then they will charge you. So what the man is saying is not a general thing. It's not true. But I won't discount his experience, or I won't say that his experience is not true. For that one, it could happen. In fact, even in our space, somebody can call you and give you a very ridiculous offer. And I will take it the same way that somebody maybe called him, gave him a very ridiculous offer. But instead of just sharing his experience, he's generalized it as if they don't pay the dance troupe better. No, that's not true. Some really charge high. And why am I concerned about the way he's going about it? It's all about your negotiation power and how you do some of these things. So instead of telling people how to negotiate for better payment or better revenue when it comes to this, you are rather calling everybody to unite to do what? No, the space is about competition. The person that you are going to unite with will go and charge higher, and you will still be getting low. It's about how much you can charge for what you are doing and how much you are willing to even let go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why sometimes we sit back and laugh about those who talk about why Shatta Wale is not traveling and all that. Because if you have some insider information, you know that it's not just about traveling, it's also about business. So you should know how to do your business. If I come out and generalize it and say that those who are going outside, they are cheap because of the money that they pay them, and we should all form a union, or we should unite and help them to charge better. It won't work, because some also go out there and charge a huge amount of money. So the write-up is misleading, and I think we shouldn't pay much attention to it. But it is true that some people don't really regard the dancing in an event or something. So they will even say that, come, we will give you food. Some will even say that.
Just food?
Yes.
But now it looks like Dance God Lloyd and his people,
they are now changing the narrative.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So that's why I'm saying that the man, his experience could be true, but the write-up, I disagree with him. Yes, and it will not even encourage people to rather learn how to negotiate better. It's like you are trying to organize people to form unions and all that. It doesn't work. In fact, the union leader will chop the money and those who are part of it will still suffer. So tell people that when they call you, insist on your amount and try to give them a good service so that they will call you back. The man said that he was ready to take 2,000 or else.
He said 2,005 for their transport and refreshments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or he
if you
go.
want to take that, then
go. Yes, that's it. You now you know the right thing, and you told somebody that if you can't pay me, we are not showing up. Then you come out to cry that they are paying you less or they don't.
Sure it is because of the figure the guy quoted.
Yes.
And but that is what made him felt like, okay, are you insulting me or something?
and I will agree with him if he felt insulted or whatever. But he can't generalize it. Because Mami Ode is taking maybe 50,000 or 20,000. More than even your 2,000, 2,005 that you are talking about. Mami Ode is taking a huge amount of money. So don't generalize it. Share your experience and talk about those who are charging less. They should up their game. They should find a better way to charge and all that. Like I will agree with you. But to generalize it and make it look like those who are in that area are not getting anything, I disagree. And for what I know and what I've seen, some of them charge good amount of money. So it's not a general thing, but I will share his personal feeling and experience, but he shouldn't generalize it.
Well, we still want to suggest that everybody in the creative space needs to be valued.
Yes.
In fact, even before we started our show this evening, I was talking to an MC who is supposed to do something for an event we are going to do in Kumasi, and the kind of negotiation that was happening made me angry. The kind of negotiation that was going on made me angry instantly. It is the same thing we are talking about here.
Yes.
Put value on who you're going to deal with. Like from 2,000 to 200 cedis. But still on you, what do you think about what Ghanaians are saying about Freezy McBone? After losing his bouts, the trial bout in Senegal, looks like all of a sudden some commentaries from social media people are not really lovely like that. They are not lovely at all. They are not kind. In fact, they are not being kind to my man Freezy McBone. Looks like everybody seems to be making mockery of him for losing the bout. And I'm wondering, is it not the same guy who was a darling boy some few weeks or months ago? Everybody was talking, oh, he wants to come to Ghana, come. Now the guy has pushed himself to come to Ghana, and it has turned to mockery. Chabo, what's happening, your people?
I remember in the early 2000s, they had a show on Metro TV. They call it Days of Our Life. And then before they will start, there will be a huge, like a voiceover will come, and the voiceover will say, all are in plain glass, so are the days of our life. Before the show will start. So BBI will plain glass in him. And Freezy McBone, the same thing that happened to him. All are in the plain glass, so are the days of our life. When people think that you are good, they will praise you. At the same time, when they think that you are not good, some will laugh at you. Some will even insult you. And even if you don't take care, they will do a whole lot. But I think only few people are doing that. I mean, in every society, few people who are very, very loud, they do those things. I mean, majority are average and they don't even want to engage in some of these things. Yes. But the few can make it go inside you. I
mean, the few today.
And yes, and they can really torment you when it comes to some of these things. And I think Freezy should just take it cool. I mean, it's part of life. When they were praising him, he was happy. So when few ones are also dashing you some form of you just have to take it like that. We all at some point in time in our life we face that kind of thing, and it is not nice at all. Just that you see, we have different kind of emotions and how we soak some of these things. Some people may not be able to get it when it's loud like that. But I think with time he will be fine. Okay. And again, after seeing some of his bouts or some of his boxing games, I was a bit worried about his skills. I mean, I've said it from day one that I think he should work on his skills. With time, he can get better and also get the glory. Ghanaians will really praise you and give you whatever you want if they think that you are doing the right thing. And at the same time, if they feel that what you are doing is not, I mean, the best, they will also give it to you. It has happened to Asamoah. It has happened to a lot of people. Sometimes it's not fair, but such is life. You will not always get it like that. When you are good, don't think that it will be forever. Any day that you get it wrong, some people will come after you. That's how it is. So if you understand that thing, you will be good. Even when it is coming, you know that it didn't go the way they were expecting. So I should just take it like that. I pray that he has the strength and then the emotional fortitude to stand, to withstand what is coming, because it will not stop. Even if you pray that people should stop, some people will do it. So he should just be ready to contain it. And then when the glory is coming, the same people will come back and praise him.
I see. Well, Kobe, what do you also have to say?
I think he needs to psych his mind. So irrespective of what it is, you get people who will ridicule you. You get people who also praise you. And I heard a lot of people trying to say, after when he lost this fight, they were trying to create a whole scene, say, Wasan, they say. I just want them to know, say, even the champion, the world champion, once lost in a match. And so long as he's in a battle, it's not the time that you win. But it should be a form of even encouragement to him himself. And if he has to be surprised about what is going on this social media, then maybe I will need Ghana for. Because if you are when you'll be audio, but will be per se BBC, not the fan, not your adapa. Opportunity video, adapane the ebeba. Even when you are doing your best, people are still hiding somewhere, targeting you. Said there will be one mistake. So what they use the leverage on it and hit you hard. So he should just encourage himself, work harder, and bring out the best in himself. I think with the skills, just as my boss said, personally, I think I have that issue. He's very, strong. I love how he battles though, but there's a whole lot of stuff that he needs to work on. His punching, timing, and other things. And I think as time goes on, he will improve and he will come up with the best of his own version. But all being the same, it's quite unfortunate, but we're still behind him and support him as our very own.
Well, so to Freezy, McBone, and everybody who is a supporter of him, this is not the end of life. This is not the end of life. In fact, even in the Olympics, I hear he still has another chance to try or something.
Yeah, sure. I think
they said there is another thing. He has something to try. I'm not too sure because I don't follow the Olympics that much. But whatever be the case, this is not the end of life. This should also tell him how systems operate. Maybe he even thinks that he was not treated fairly in terms of the judges and how they did the marking of the whole bout. He should know all these things and factor it into his boxing career. That because I don't want someone to mark me wrong, when I'm coming to defeat you. All hands down. Give you pam like his blows are. Give you power punch. Just fall down and let's close the bout. That one, let someone say you've lost. So he should take it cool. I know if he's not a strong guy and he turns around to read what people are writing about him, he'll be really demotivated. Like he'll be demotivated if he's not a strong guy. So I pray that he's a strong guy, so these things will not affect. Because after the bout, I've not heard him talk anywhere yet.
After he did some tweet about thanking Ghanaians for supporting him, and
I think that was the first post that
he did
after
some
the
tweets after the bout. He did some tweets, and he was thanking Ghanaians and hoping for the best in his career. It was a nice write up there. The formal way of telling people what is happening. So he has done something, but I have not heard him in an interview or something talking. Like that. Yeah.
Well, people who are close and someone should tell him that he should forget about Ghanaians. They are like that. The same as Samoa Jan that they were praising. They insulted him mad. In fact, as baby, what's his name? Are you Dede? Dede, are you that they have been praising today? They want him to even retire at this early age of his football career. So people are like that in Ghana. Ignore them. Do your thing. Like Chamo said, bring more wins. If you bring more wins, all the hype and the hatred around it will change to another positive thing. Beat them. If you beat them, they will start showing more love to you. Now, let's move on to Kwaku Manu. Last Saturday on United Showbiz via UTV, Kwaku Manu said something profound about politicians and the creative arts industry. And I would want us to do a review, a reaction on what he said about politicians and how politicians see our creative arts industry. There is a video to this, credit going to UTV. Let's go watch it. And when I come back, I get a reaction from my people, what they think about what Kwaku Manu said, whether indeed that is the reality between creatives and politicians, or maybe Kwaku is pained over something. Therefore, he was talking like that. Watch it. I'll be right back.
And I see a troupe manko for be we are no my home so on the as in Pana Mekacho. And I see a troupe manko for be we are no my home so on the as in Pana Mekacho. The whole word will be a candini be a yakoda. Said the yes in the Sia Fonam. Was the person a casino when you mukuma. But it's saying a wuno. So said identity. To say a tear my yeka creative artism. Obi obabe creative art minister biano say be no akoye politician for onkasama yibim and the Ghana yet was here sini ameme no Ghana oko Ghana movies award dey say sini wa he but ewiase nyina the creative art na eton no enyom sini ball all said identity but na wa he fa to o man na ase ya to na jeje mu enkra ni kumase kohwe ni pa ewu all said identity ni pe wu an ewu onkran ni kumase kwa so enti se obegyina ka tem se me meto aba de na mehu a mento aba emfa ma wo baba ne de meto se be ya du tam esem kire madwena be kire madwene but moma bana moto ne de eye mo amu hu because aba mo di kan akoto ye de o ma na didi ma o mo ho we ma we contract no ya ma we contract nti no ma na mo koto ma but usi form a usi form na wo ko ho no na koto dwom form a no usi form be si kumase betu dwom form a no betu ye ne ehye magazine ya de a ehọ na be so be present ana sa wonye present ayi be hu so be break 8 a be hu break a be hu etima obi enunu wo mo na mo nsa nsere wo mo cause dwuma eku na nkasa de o ma na ma wo contract eye dimami ndi bi eku no mo koto
asa onim hu bi se na wo si so no asa onim se o mo hu contract
oh na se na ne kromi an yete fachem se me kasa asimo TV kase we so ku de ehu hia Ghana sisi ana but ke hia ma se Ghana ni bebi apanyi bi asi edan asi wuram bia no wo bi a wo security wote ho enti bebi ampefo no si dan akotwa ho hye bi obi anim yenyi soja fo ade be chepre na ko bi apanyi bi afie soja ni ba akogina ho ye be search wo bo dollar ani cedis be ye pie but ni peti wo man mu kom de oba ko school do level 100 level 200 wo nya bo afo nti se bi wa ye hook up. What are you talking about? Enti o man ni ya chichineni se bibia nti sampefo na adwene omumu nipa so owo mo na me di brem ni matemamfo ekom de no so ne party na wo so nti wo se ye ekom di no opemo ba mo ni besi na me no kase nipa wo bench so nipa da Ghana ekuro kitikiti a Lagos kura so sin Ghana ba ye wo gold ye wo diamond ye wo timber ada ye nya awo ye le wa ha ana wo ye bo ko so besi ne ye nte so da no la ko gina 40 minim se ba wo se ko.
Oh, some say na 11 no and 12 10 and 10 one
10 no but 10 omo mutu ye call 14 omo tu mu no omo nte so e call 14 omo tu mu no because ye hu be bia dollar na gina o ha 10 ade ba chi na odu 12 ye hunu de ye nti ye odo menye ye nto abama me ba Ghana for fabi no mato abama because for say ye to me sini ye so ye benya di ba ye hwe nkofo atwi me mobile money a metonyame kofo atwi mobile money we bra obi kura timika etima sebi Ghana for Mayefo. And now more about Henderson what me TTM to say the woman good. The entire comment in 1 day. There's a man put a TTM, my member or Bampan who quayem unumpo, Essu Sucom, Bama 3 hours 10 day nowadays. 2 days, next would you crucify him? A comedy one also, why I say church over any day. To a man the order, I had to say Kuran to question Ghana, your Ghana. Me de be ameka me tu kwapa. The whole world me baby am there Ghana. E kom here destiny be atitu say wo ye wadwuma wo so no de wonsi fie mpo na utimi koba. Bo so me hu say pay ni utua o masu kufisha. Me nim kura so o destiny Ghana. Broni kura ba krom ya no wo kwa no so. But good leaders, one leader. Ghana penny or mind of Africa obi be ye leadership say o man mu nipa o tu kwan o say sika be no de be ko de ba do. Dabana penyi bia ya ka je so mebu akonta da. Yes 10 years. Yes sa Ghana law no. Emlan ne yes sa. Na me hu ye mobo odo. O mi say ya braba bi be blessing bi.
Na acha say ya come up acha say ya nya good leader bia.
Now, that's say nya good leader bia e bi yesin bi.
Well, that was Kwaku Manu in his usual self. Of course, anytime you interview Kwaku Manu, this is how he flows. Hey, Kwaku even sent me a voice note. Yeah. I just remembered. I have to check it out. For him. Chamo.
Yeah.
Did you follow this conversation?
Yeah,
He said something about politicians, creative arts.
Yes.
What do you think about him?
Yeah, I agree with him. Like majority of the things that he said, he's on point. And I like the way he was saying that you are hungry, but when it's because your party is in power, you still say that everything is okay. Meanwhile, you are hungry. That's not good. And coming from him, I like it because it will let some people sit up. Like you can still love the party, but if it is not going well, why can't you say it?
Yeah.
It's not going well, regardless if that's the party that you want, fine. But if it is not going well, don't come out and defend as if everything is okay or everything is all right. So I love the way he was talking about the whole issues, especially the creative art thing. And then he said something about when after voting for them, then we don't see much from them. Sometimes you feel that this is our guy when he gets the opportunity, or when we help him to get there, he will take care of us or our industry, but it doesn't happen. And he that one, yes, I think now he has come to that realization, but that's what it is. I mean, all over the world, the people that you feel that they are your people, so you have to push them there. When they get there, they always disappoint. They always disappoint. And one thing is that I think most of them, they promise more than they can do. And again, the system will not be in their favor the way they will make you feel it is. So they can't really do much, but they will promise so much. And we can even talk about a lot of people are really disappointed in Okrikumante's rule at the art and culture, creative art and culture. Yes. And Okrikumante, nobody can argue when it comes to his business acumen in music industry. Nobody. Yeah. He has done enough. He has contributed to the yes, but still people are not happy with what is happening. Why? Because one, he will not have that power to do whatever he wants, and again, he will also have some personal interest that he will be quiet to get whatever he needs. Because if you talk too much, they can sack you. So it's either you keep quiet and take care of yourself, and that's what most of them do. So if you are pushing anybody thinking that they are part of our industry, when they get there, they will help us, forget it. If they want to help us, they will not need anybody from our industry before they can help us. People should get that thing clear. If they want to help us today, they will not need Okrikumante. They will not need any entertainment guru before they can help us. They can call anybody and say that this is what you want to do. We need your expertise. What do you think we should do? Without even appointing the person, without even doing, just the person can tell them what they should do. So if they say that, oh, we need some of you to come on board so that we can do that, it's a lie. It's one of their tricks. Politicians, it's one of their tricks. That now, you see, they are not really blaming the politicians. They are saying that Okikumanti, because he's owned by, he's not doing anything for us. Meanwhile, Okikumanti cannot do anything. If he jokes, they will sack him. Or Paonke can be among person, they will sack him. And now, because he understands what is happening, he is quite there, taking whatever he can take until they sack him or until the term will come to an end. And that's what it is. I mean, all politicians, that's how they behave. So sometimes I get surprised when people say that, oh, let's push our own to get there, like the way Baba Sadiq is coming now. I can bet 100%. No. Unless the politicians, the people in charge of things, even some of them are not appointees. They are shadow power holders or whatever you want to call them. The movers and shakers of system, they are somewhere doing whatever they want. And you say you are Baba Sadiq, you want to help who without going through them. It won't happen. So we should lower our expectation. We may just be lucky if he happens to get to where some people also want to do him a favor. Then he, based on that, maybe he can do something. And that's what we should be hoping for. Getting the right person who will say that, no, we should do the right thing. So this is how I want it to go. That's all that we need. Not really getting our person there, getting some people in the industry to be politicians. We can do it all that we want. It won't go anywhere. In fact, even in America, that the blacks were saying that we need Obama, we need a black president to help us and all that. A lot of them argue that Obama's time, they had more hardship than even when it was Trump. Meanwhile, Obama was a black guy, but they are not happy with how he treated black at the time that he was the president. So from today, I mean, let's forget about he's our industry person. Let's push him there. He will help us. No, they can't help you unless the system wants to help. That individual can't do much. And I love the way Kwaku said things. I mean, in fact, that's the realities of this world. Sometimes you even say it and nothing will be done, but you are conscientizing people to know the reality. Some of the things that he said, practically it can't be done, but it will conscientize you, it will put you in a position to say that, well, maybe they can't do it, or they are, or they don't want to do it, that kind of stuff. That's what it is. So I agree with him, like majority of the things he said, except saying that politicians are servants. No, it's a deceit.
It's a fallacy.
Yeah, in fact, it's a deceit. The same approach that spiritual workers use. They will come and say that we are doing the work of God. Meanwhile, they are enriching themselves. All the great men of God that you know, they are rich people. And none of them will tell you that I'm doing the work of God because I want to make money. And one time I said it and somebody says that no, it's not right for me to say that I want to do the work of God to make money. Meanwhile, all those doing the work of God are making money. So what is the difference between me and them? One thing, they are not saying that they are working to make money, but they are making money. And I'm saying that I want to do it to make money. That's the difference. So politicians don't say that I want to be your leader and tell you what to do. No, I want to be a servant. Meanwhile, the servant is the one taking the
your humble servant.
Yes,
that's what they say.
Yes, and meanwhile, the servant is the one taking decision. How? That's not reality. There's nowhere in this world that a servant will be the one taking decision for the master. It doesn't happen. So politicians will come out and say, I want to be your humble servant. Forget about them. They are not.
There is no humble servant.
There's no humble servant anywhere. Hello.
And there you see your life, oh,
hello. See your life.
Well, Kobe, take over from there.
All right, politics. That is all you
that's
know.
how Black Rasta call
Politics.
Politicians.
Politics. 2, we should always bear in mind, so no politician care about anybody. The first mindset for going in for the power is for himself and his family. For the rest, others. And until when you have nothing in your hand, you might think you can help everybody. But the very moment you get something in your hand, you realize you can't help everybody. And that is it. I took my time to observe so many things that is happening in our political scenes. And I can confidently say no politician in this country care about any ordinary citizen. That's I mean. Nobody. And one thing that
Flatello.
They only need you when at that moment they need you to accomplish a mission for them to get certain things or something to do their own personal stuff. Aside that, they forget. If you are somebody to them, why would they not consider us any moment or all times? But when it is campaign time, they now come in looking for what celebrities to endorse them and what use them to rally for votes. After the votes, they don't need you. They don't need you when they are making their decisions. So you can have nothing to offer to them. They don't need your idea. So when I see people complaining, let me tell you, a politician will only do something when he thinks at that moment he want to do. It's not about your crying. If they think about us, I can use my own place to set it as yeah, waha kaswa kwine way so. In so tobia swimming pool. So are these politicians so are these politicians saying say whatever that is happening there, they are not seeing it. So imagine if they have
because you know it is trending. There are videos on this
everywhere, trending everywhere, Twitter, X, everywhere. They won't care. Let one of their siblings stay there and something bad happen to. That is when they will care, because at that moment so no politician care about us. And for a party member going into power thinking that you have the industry at heart, first of all we should always ask ourselves, what is the person going in the ticket for? He's going in the ticket of a political party. They have their missions and visions, a role to function. So first of all, the person going there is going to play a role to fit the party's purpose or role. Okay. Not you. You are others. When the offer is above and maybe at his own pace he think he can do something, that is when you come in.
Place you.
If I'm standing MP for Kaswa and maybe I'm an entertainment person, if you put more expectation in me, I might disappoint you. Because at that moment, whatever goal that I have to achieve is to go to work that will in favor the people of Kaswa for them to vote for me. Not for an industry. At the end of the day, maybe only a handful people are coming from my constituency. So therefore, I will do everything possible to favor. But I think our leaders are very heartless. They are heartless, Brasami. Brasami, mutimosu in pain for no. Mutimosu. Brasami, sometimes I watch some videos, but I am that kind of emotional person. So sometimes, mitumishe bibisa na. Many to talk. Raho. Hey, Brasami. Sometimes, what me who be say, it's even painful. No, like it's very sad. Sometimes you see, the last time I was saying something, said, you will chrome her. You can't say, do you love Ghana? One can be ever can say what time Ghana. But say you that social media thing low key in our closed doors. 99% of us we all hate Ghana. Is it
with our actions or
our actions, our inactions, everything tells. Now even the politicians, they don't even care about Ghana. If you care about Ghana, an agric minister will go buy plantain and take it to the ministry and says planting for food at the end of the day in Tiembeto. So these are some of the things that we do. Nobody care about Ghana. If they indeed care about Ghana, they should do something. And they are not servant. Corrected. No leader in this country is a servant.
Only in this country or everywhere?
Oh, everywhere.
Okay.
No leader is a servant, because servant. I mean, a leader won't even take advices from what servant.
Oh, some do.
Some do, but we are talking on percentage wise. How many leaders in this country will even listen to you? You might have a friend who is a politician. When he gets the power, at that moment he will never listen to anything coming from you. He might even belittle your ideas and effort. Now they are not anymore.
Yeah.
And that Parliament House, it is a system. Forget.
Yeah.
The very moment you step there, forget about your plans and other things. Oh, your MPs are Kasada.
The status quo.
You can't speak. And our biggest problem is our constitution. I think we need to amend it. Our constitution. But the question is, who is to go and do that? Because the very people to amend it, they are the very people that we are even complaining. So whatever it is, they will more or less want to do it in favor of them. So, Sanyami ambe mupa, ni ambe nyam kromamu, spirit ni bi pa dia.
Well, unfortunately, politicians and creative arts, that kind of debate will continue to even rage on from next year. Next year is going to be more. I know already some people are very, very disappointed in some of these politicians. They don't hide it. Any platform that they will get to say to talk, they talk ill and bitter about them. Recently, I believe you heard people like Big Akways and some people must say actors.
Yeah.
To them, they think that NPP government has really disappointed them. But who are we to even go talk about some of these things? Well, we'll still continue with our agenda and we'll see how best we wrap up on this note. Business collaborations among our creative artists. How well are we doing them? I have a video I want to show you, and in this video I see two creatives from different sectors coming together to do business. I see Shatta Wale, who in this case is the CEO of Showbiz, and I see Bismark the Joke, who is also the CEO of his own creative firm where he's been doing comic videos online here and there. In this video, it was so obvious that man like Bismark the Joke has been commissioned to do a video in the name of promoting Showbiz. And this is not the first time, or this is not the first video that I've seen from him. I've seen other videos as well where he was doing stuff to promote Showbiz. When I saw it, I said, well, is this the way forward so that different groups or different disciplines within the showbiz space? Okay, so this is how Showbiz's account on Twitter even captioned it. Safe, convenient, affordable, and reliable. Bismark the Joke can't get enough of Showbiz, and it's time to ride. Now, there are other videos where Bismark the Joke himself was driving and he met another driver, and the driver talked about Showbiz, blah, 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 boom, 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 and goes on like that. And Bismark the Joke has also posted this. He says, Charlie, make you all download Showbiz app now, App Store, Google Play Store, and stand a chance of winning some amazing prizes and discounts on your rides. This is what he's also sharing, and as it stands now, we are seeing that complementary role from both of them. One, a musician who has a business, the other, an actor who has what it takes to make noise about the business. This is what I'm asking, that looking at this, is this something we should encourage, that among industry people, like Kobe Josman was saying, the ecosystem, and among us in the ecosystem, should we find ways like this to feed? The other day, Shatta also made Dr. Laiki an ambassador in Kumasi, where he presented a Hyundai Accent saloon car to him as well as part of his ambassadorial duties. Same way, it is an industry against an industry, or an industry for another industry. Should we encourage more of these so that even if the corporate world, they are not coming and our people are doing well, we can be doing some of these business with them? Miss Bell and the rest of them, they have businesses. Can they employ other people to use them to do business with them, or what? Let's watch a snippet of this video that Bismark the Joke did for Showbiz, and when I come back, we wrap up with conversations about it as to whether this is the future of our creatives here in Ghana, because everybody knows the real business people are really not coming. Let's watch this. I'll be back.
Me and you, we are one. Taxi. Ow, me me and you, we are one. Ah, Shaggy, Shaggy. Me and you, we are one. Oh, Shaggy, Shaggy, Shaggy. Ah, I love you. Oh, baby. I love you.
Just take care of yourself.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Driver. Take good care of her from me, okay?
Thank you, old man. We are fast and reliable. Shagzy, it's always comfort.
I know what you people can do. Yeah, I know what you can do.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Well, so that was what we just watched. Bismark the Joke, one of Ghana's famous actors. In fact, he's liked for his comic roles. And as it stands now, we've seen what he's doing to support the Shagzy agenda. Kobe, should this be preached? Should this be encouraged if the real business people are not coming our way?
Sure. One way that we can grow as industry people is to collaborate on a good cause. On a good cause. The punch line here is on a good cause. So if we have to collaborate, we need to collaborate on a good cause.
Well, which of the causes are bad?
Yes, sometimes supporting. You know, some of the things that some of our people do, we know for sure say the papa. Let us not support. Especially when you are a fan of that particular musician or celebrity. When it is not good, let's speak out and address the issue. And when we have to speak out too, we should stop from attacking personality. That is what I always do want to go in for. Like constructive criticisms. Criticize what's the result or maybe the outcome of whatever that you are seeing, but not attacking the person as in the individual, insulting. I think that shouldn't be the way forward. I love to see things like that. I think Bismark the Joke over the years has worked hard as a content creator and has improved. And I think I've been observing him to trying to also use his platform to also alleviate some of these young ones. And that is one thing that we need to always support. When you get opportunity to shine, and if there is any other person that you can also help rise, I think that's the best opportunity. That is why everywhere I stand, I mention your name. Because some of the good things that you've done for this industry, let's consider if everybody that is known, there are renowned people in the space, has groomed people like what you've done, would have better and great brains in our space. But everybody sees it as a competition, a threat. So instead of me to groom someone, so what in the absence of me, there will be a Kobe Josvan, there will be a Roland, there will be senior Intimdo de Solomon, people that can equally continue the good works that we are doing. Only few are doing. And these are some of the things that when I see, I always want to preach for. And I love it when you have to support Made in Ghana. One way that we can build a nation is through entrepreneurship. And that is the ability that we lack in this country. So if we are to adopt that kind of entrepreneurship ideologies, it will help to reduce the unemployment rate in this country. And one way or the other, imagine Bismark is being employed. You one way or the other also employ someone. At the end of the day, what unemployment in so true. When you be a radio school, so if everybody is working, it will reduce this crime and other stuff. No one will even get time to go and even rob someone. Fact. Get time to go and steal to even think of killing somebody. Because at the end of the day, we are all eating. If I'm busy working, like just what we are doing now, we are busy doing the work of God. So if you tell us to go out there to go and commit a crime, we won't even get time. At the end of the day, we are doing something that will benefit the industry. So I believe if we are all working, trust me, yeah, that is all. And most of the people out there now, sometimes will be kasa huna ben and every time Jali was so maybe now come. France, I'm a comment the one straight to come action. Hey, a comment the one sometimes. That is why we have this saying: say a hungry man is always an angry man. If you are hungry, trust me, there's a whole lot of ideas or mindset that comes into your head. And if you don't take care, you make certain decisions that you won't like. So first of all, kudos to Charles Niyama Mensah Jr., aka Shatta Wale, the dancer king. Africa Dancehall King for bringing this initiative. And I shouldn't also dispute the fact that the likes of Sark or the Estombo are not doing that. They are equally doing something good, also trying to bring something on the table. So what I'm urging is that anything Ghanaian that is good, let us all support. Coming from all sides. Let's more or less hold this fan base thing. If there is something good that we need to support, let us all support at a good cost. If Shagzy one day become a bigger platform or bigger more or less transport, business in this country, at least Ghana, we can hit on our chest and boast that if nothing at all, we have Shagzy. If nothing at all, we have Kantanka. So let's support Ghana. Let's support Shagzy. Go download the app if you've not downloaded it. I have mine. Go download, subscribe to it, and start enjoying some of the best offers. I've tried it a couple of times, and trust me, convenient, safe, fast. Talk about all the good things. So Shagzy, it's time to ride. Let's support our own.
That was a solid PR that needs to be paid by Roland and his people from Shagzy office.
Yeah.
We would have to end it here. Jamo, you are here to talk, right?
But I'll make it brief. I think the nation's blogger has done the job. So I won't talk much. And I think this is a good initiative. I mean, these are some of the things that I think we should be putting light on. Like we should put spotlight on some of these things.
True.
And what Bismark did is, his name is joke, but this is not a joke. Yes. It's not a joke.
So what if this is a commissioned business?
Yeah, it's still positive.
Yeah,
that's how.
Yeah,
in fact, me, I wish that's I wish that's.
That's what I know.
No,
that's
yes,
fact.
That's how it's supposed to be.
The other day, I think I was talking to Shatta when he said he wants to have this kind of arrangement with him.
Yes, that's good. I mean, he is making money, so he will give his best, and at the same time, Shagzy will also get in the spotlight for people to see it more, and even one or two words coming from the skits or the video can go viral, and people will associate with Shagzy, and that's how you grow brands. That's how it is. So this is a very good initiative, and this is the good support that we talk about. Like when you say support, this is the meaning of it, not the other one that some people will,
you support me, I support
you. Yes, that this is the good, like this is the meaning of support. This is the real definition of support. So kudos to Shagzy team and Bismark the joke. I think they are doing a good job. Yeah.
Well, this is how far we have come with today's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. It has always been wonderful with great people, great minds here talking about all the things that we have to talk about. If you are watching me from London, then I want you to know that Ghana Music Awards UK is coming off on 7th October, that is at the Royal Regency, and I want you guys to be a part of this year's award scheme at Manu Park. It is going to start at 7 p.m. red carpet, and the activities would also continue. So this is the confirmation of Tabia. Okay, let me say it right. Tabia Ghana Music Awards UK. They have one of the best trophies in town. Very, very heavy. I've held it several times, so I know what I'm talking about. Very, very heavy. The Royal Regency, that is where we are doing this at Manu Park, E1260H. Those in London, I'm inviting you personally. I'll be there, so come and let's link up. Shatta Wale is performing, Episode is performing, PSC Esther is performing, Guru, Kofinti, Rabina, and Ghana's Michael Jackson Chaskala is also performing, as well as AC this guy. So you guys shouldn't miss it at all. Go and get a ticket. Ghana Music, gmauk.co.uk. Go and get your ticket. And Charlie, let's show the world that we can do it. Let's show the world that we can do it. I know it is possible, and we all can make this happen. So see you there in London. Surely I'll be coming through. Team SM, Shatta Movement Empire will also be coming through. So let's meet up and see how best we can sell brand Ghana through this. Special thanks to Intimdo Solomon, Chemo, to man like Kobe Josvan, the nation's blogger, Digital Rasta, called Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. Drop your comments, subscribe to us. Let's do some more. We are out of here.